Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video we are going to take a look at the week's build of the week, the crossover category, and we're going to see how they take on the Time Travelers SBR. Obviously this is one of the later SBR, but it is one of the few SBR, barring maybe Super Class and Extreme Class, that you can make a full crossover team for. So we have the double crossover SS4 Vegeta as Vegito as leads, and then we've got the Dark Masked Saiyan or Dark Masked King, and he is going to link up with Dabura. They're not going to link up great, but they share enough key links to both get super attacks. We're going to have Toa floating as support. We're going to have both. We're going to have one of the SS4 Vegetos floating as support. Then we're going to link up Broly with an SS4 Vegeto. And then we're going to round out the team with an SS4 Gohan. So, first thing to take note, obviously, is Dark Masked Saiyan is able to guard against all types when he is on the same rotation as a Dragon Ball Heroes unit. So that's going to make him an incredibly good tank for this mode. Basically, he's going to be one of our main tanks. He's going to be linked up with Dabura, who gains a whole bunch of defense and a high chance to dodge attacks and also stuns. So they're going to be a great utility-based lineup. And then we're going to have, obviously, Toa providing support. We're going to have the floating Vegeta providing support because he provides support to the crossover category. And then we're going to have Broly and this Vegeta as big-time damage dealers. One thing to take note, obviously, in that first turn we didn't use an item. That's just so we could see how the Dark Masked King tanks. He only took 99k from super attack, and he takes double digits from normal, so he's going to be a great tank. And then Toa actually took a decent chunk of damage, but she's obviously a floating support, so we should be fine. And I think that'll be the closest we get to death, because the rest of this line, it's a very high damage team, especially with Broly. Broly is a absolute monster. Like most Broly's, he just does a lot of damage. He can shoot multiple super attacks, like 2, 3, 4 of them in a turn. He can fire off multiple attacks. He hits like 3 million for every single one. He's going to get a lot of support from Vegito, and he has decent defense after supering as well. So in that second slot, right next to Vegito, he's going to have a very comfortable home, a very lovely place to just nestle in and dish out some big damage. But this team won't have any problems. I have actually done this SBR before with the crossover team on my channel, but I've changed up the team slightly. Obviously, I've just adjusted it, and also it now fits in with the theme of the build of the week. So I thought I'd rather just redo it than just use the old footage. I think it'll just make for a better video. The commentary will be more in line. And just everything will be a little bit more in sync. But as you can see, we're not really having any problems with this first stage here. All the units are, most of the units in this team are decently tanky, especially after supering. Most of them get, around about the 110, 120, 130 mark. And we just deal a lot of damage. Especially this turn. This rotation B do a massive chunk of damage. Vegito does huge damage, really nice damage, 2.2 million, really solid. And then the Broly just does a tremendous amount of damage as well, 3 million multiple times, and you can build them into full crit, which just makes them that much more intense of a unit. My Vegeta does have a dupe in him. My Broly has 2 dupes in him. My Int Gohan is a single dupe. Dark Masked King is a single dupe as well. Toa is a dupe, and Dabura is 2 dupes. So that's just in case anyone is wondering, in terms of stats and just how this team is running. But so far no problems. No worries, no issues. Dark Masked King will be able to take this turn. We won't pop an item. We'll be more than fine to take this turn. We'll take a bit of damage if Dabura gets it, but his evasion hopefully will kick in, and we'll be able to get his stun off as well, because that would also really help. Obviously, Sometimes the Burra can bite you in the ass if he doesn't evade or stun, but I mean, you gotta kind of gamble a little bit on that if you want to get these really good runs and everything. Obviously, if all these units were rainbowed, I mean, we probably wouldn't use the item ever. Gohan has 40% damage reduction when he is on the team with 4 or more grade A power units, which means he's relatively tanky when he is on a team like this, because the friend lead counts, so that is the friend lead himself, Broly, and Vegito. Gohan also has a chance to stun, so yeah, really solid lineup. A lot of utility as well. Toa seals and has a heal, so yeah, really good, really good. But we'll drop a heal here. We'll just drop a Princess Snake, and Broly will start to go to town. We're going to have him just kind of try and remove this tech unit, and we'll see how it goes from there. We're going to try and save the Dokkan attack for the last round, just so we can obviously clear that one as quickly as possible. The last round is Demon King Piccolo, but in terms of the crossover category units, there are plenty good crossover category units that you can bring. Instead of these ones, there's Mars Saiyan, there is the Dark Mars Saiyan, which is Vegeta, there's Fu, there's so many, there's Demon Mirror, Toa, Demigre's okay. Demigre's probably one of the weaker crossover units. There's SS4 Bardock. There's lots of units that you can run in this team. So yeah, I would definitely suggest running with this team and just kind of seeing how it goes from there. And then we've got the Dark Moss King, again also a great tank, but we're gonna just switch him into the second slot because obviously the first slot doesn't have any attacks targeting it, and we're going to go for the stun. We're gonna try and control how many orbs we get, because we really don't want to get the Dokkan attack here. That's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass if we manage to get Dokkan attack, because obviously we're quite in control. We don't really want to waste it on 2 units, especially when one's almost dead as well. So yeah, but this team's doing really well. Their defensive stats are looking really good. Their utility is really great. Dark Mask King is doing fantastically as a tank. Toa is doing a great job as a support. The Burra is doing a great job as a second tank. The Vegito Broly combination is absolutely spot on. And yeah, Gohan's doing a great job floating around and just absorbing hits and dishing out some decent damage as well. So really quite happy with how this has gone so far. I won't complain too much at all. But yeah, so we're just adjusting our orbs here, just so we can, 1, not get close to the Dokkan attack, and 2, remember, if we finish them here, we are going to try and get the Dokkan attack on the second turn of the next fight, because that will be when Broly's back, and Broly is our highest damage unit, so I'd like to use him for the Dokkan attack. But so far so good. Let's see if Broly can bust out some attack stats here. That's 1, 2. So he has a high chance at launching additional attacks when he's on rotation with a Great Ape Saiyan. So so it's just a crossover category unit, I believe. So he actually just can pop off and just throw out attacks left, right, and center. Like, it's nuts how many attacks he can just throw out. That'll be good quality, that will be high in damage, that will have a chance to crit. And he just does such a wacky amount of damage. And his defense afterwards is really good. I mean, 140% of defense on Super. So if he's got 70k, he's looking at probably 160, 170-ish, around about there afterwards, which is a really decent mark, especially for SBR standards. It's really solid. So we'll try and conserve our orbs here. We're just going to take different type orbs. We're going to avoid the Dokkan attack, which means we are going to, unfortunately, take some damage here. But, Dark Mask King continues to basically just tank perfectly. I do know we have an item active, but I mean still, the fact that he just has tanked so many raw super attacks, he's, you know, lowering attack and defense, he is just on a different level. He's just really good. So if you do have him, I highly suggest you run him with another crossover Dragon Ball Heroes unit. As long as you, and especially if you run him with someone like Marseille or something, he's going to have a lot of links active. His damage will shoot way up from this 1 million, and he'll be doing a really good job. So yeah, I definitely suggest that. They're a really powerful rotation. They're one of the better rotations in the game, so yeah, I would definitely suggest taking them. They're really solid for like a lot of content, so yeah, really good. But yeah, so we're just going to get the Dokkan attack here. We're going to give Broly all these green orbs on the right hand side. We'll pop an item just to be safe, give Broly that extra layer of protection, and then we will, yeah, probably call it there, because I can't see Broly not eliminating everyone with his Dokkan attack. And even if he doesn't, he's gonna follow up with a Dokkan attack, and probably Vegeta will follow up with one, and yeah, it's gonna be a decimation. So yeah, but I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Well, yeah, so far I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys are interested in the crossover category. Maybe try out the DB Heroes banners the next time you see them, because these are the kind of units you can get, and they're really cool. So here's Broly, dropping just bomb after bomb after bomb, and here's Vegeta, and then yeah, that should be it. Yeah, awesome. Okay, well, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and give the crossover category a try. But until then, I'll see you next time. Cheers, stay safe, and bye!